crossing threshold to stay. August 3, 2013. We are ascending now. In fact, we have been ascending for quite some time, but now we are now crossing a threshold to stay. When we first cross the threshold into the higher expressions of Gaia, we soon return to business as usual, which our reality will begin to greatly alter. We were dancing on the edge of the fifth-dimensional joy and feeling an anticipation of what we called the unknown. However, now it is unknown that we are remembering more vividly as we return again and again to a reality in which where we once lived, but have been away from for a long time. At first we saw everything as being so different. However, as we settled in, we began to see that everything is becoming familiar. We are re-entering our fifth-dimensional home after a long cycle of third-dimensional incarnations. We had purposely forgotten many things about our fifth-dimensional life because the sorrow of missing it was too great if we remembered. However, as the third-dimensional polarities are beginning to blur into one, there is a tickling in our high hearts that feels like a calm excitement. We feel a tingling in our being much as we did when we were children, waking up on Christmas morning and wondering what Santa brought us. Of course, it was still dark and our parents would not be happy if we woke them up so early. Therefore, we waited, wondering what we will find. We are no longer waiting now. We are finding the courage to cross that fifth-dimensional threshold again and again. We are no longer waiting because we have summarized our life so far. In fact, many of us are having vivid memories of our other incarnations on Earth, which we have healed and released. In our overview of myriad earthly incarnations, we have learned to love everything that we have experienced in our long journey into the physical world. We are focusing on this process, finding love, for love is the password to cross this threshold. Too often, the hardest thing to remember is how we love ourselves. We were trained that loving ourselves is vain and conceited. We were taught that if we wanted something too much, or loved someone too much, that we would jinx it. How did we gather such lies in our consciousness? How could we have been fooled into believing that love was dangerous? Fortunately, as we return to our innate love of self, we remember that we have been in third-dimensional schoolroom Earth to find the great lessons within each of our challenges. We have been at school for many incarnations. Sometimes we had an incarnation in which we graduated and were able to return to our homes in the higher worlds. Unfortunately, these visits were often forgotten when we crossed the 3D frequency net into Earth. However, that frequency net is weakened now. The multidimensional light and unconditional love that is resonating from the galactic center, as well as from the ascending ones on Earth, is short-circuiting that restrictive net. Hence, our path is clearer now. We are remembering more each day. We are hearing the messages within us that emanate from higher worlds as well as message from our planet Gaia. Good morning, my ascending ones. I am Gaia. I am here today to thank you for all the love that you have sent to me. Did you know how powerful love is when it is sent into my earth form? Love, especially unconditional love, realigns the molecules of reality into a calm, peaceful and cohesive pattern. The pattern of unconditional love is always perfect for the exact now in which it is shared. Also, unconditional love travels instantly, for it resonates beyond time. Unconditional love travels in a circular path. Thus, in the exact moment that you send unconditional love out through your essence, it returns to you, as well. Therefore, the best way to get unconditional love is to give it away. Since unconditional love resonates beyond time, it also has no separation of space. Once the mere thought of unconditional love for any person, place, animal, plant, place and/or situation crosses your heart, it follows the flow of your thoughts, while it is, simultaneously, infused into the sender. My dears, one of the myriad thresholds that you are crossing is the threshold of unconditional love. There is a spectrum from conditional love into unconditional love that is not easily identifiable. You will only know that you have crossed this threshold by feeling unconditional love for yourself. Therefore, practice unconditionally loving every component of yourself. You cannot just pretend to love unconditionally, for it is a feeling that wells up from your core and moves through your high heart. The very form that you believed limited you is the component of yourself that can most easily feel and accept unconditional love, for it is the component of you that is made of the same elements as my planetary body. Your physical form, which matches its resonance with mine, for we are one, is the component of your humanity that holds, resonates to and sends out unconditional love. Your earth vessel naturally lives in unity with my plants and animals. It is the mind of humanity that has become distorted by too much fear and darkness. Therefore, my human ones, release your attachment to your thinking and allow the instincts of your earth vessel to remind you of your purity, innocence of connection to my earth. Your mother, Gaia. Good morning, we are the Arcturians, here to augment dear Gaia's message. We wish to tell you that your third-dimensional thinking is being updated into multidimensional thinking. Multidimensional thinking is free of all polarity. Therefore, the fearful emotions and human conditional love that has wounded you, is being replaced by your awakening ability to perceive and receive unconditional love. Unconditional love is not something that you need to achieve. In fact, it is a free gift from the heart of the One. As you continually allow your consciousness to expand into higher frequencies of awareness, your multidimensional self automatically guides you into patterns of resonance that offer you the greatest experience of love and unity. As you flow into these energy patterns, your multidimensional consciousness remembers how to adhere to the desired experiences within these energy patterns by attaching your attention onto the feel of these energies. Your open third eye will allow you to perceive these light patterns as possible realities, and your high heart will guide you into these frequencies with the bonding power of your unconditional love. Once you are bonded with these realities, you live in unity within the now of that reality until your high heart feels a sense of completion. Your third eye then takes that cue and begins its search for new light patterns of harmony, peace, love and joy. It is in this manner that you flow from experience to experience, free of effort and liberated from polarities. Your journey into New Earth is one of flowing into higher and higher frequencies of reality until your resonance can easily adhere to the threshold of New Earth. We await you there, and we, also, guide you on your journey, the Arcturians. Channeled by Suzanne Lee. SuzanneLeePhD.blogspot.com